We're gonna be taking pictures.
Okay, listen, even I don't know that we're gonna report it, so it's, you know, just act normal.
Mister,
Okay?
I'm scared.
It's not, okay, it is, what is happening is that the teachers are working on specific things within their lesson. So Ms. Vega asked the teacher to be recorded so that other teachers can see what it is they're working on. That's all it is. It's really not about you.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
everything is to focus on your teacher.
I'm
Or it's in all the classrooms. So
Hey,
class.
guys. Okay, listen, just wanna continue on what Ms. Day said, okay? Just be yourself, okay? It has nothing to do with you, it's with me, okay? Some strategy they wanna kinda look at and, okay? Thank you. They know, they kinda wanna look at, okay, so it's not you, it's me, so just focus on me, okay?
You're gonna be.
Alright, ladies and gents, subtract me over, please. Okay, Jade, I'm waiting for you. So, we have two projects that we're working on for our end of the year assignments, okay? They kind of deal with both math and science, okay? I know they're not like really interconnected to like deep math or science standards, but they do have some kind of connection to it, okay? Which I'm gonna kind of front load you with how we're gonna do the project. So number one thing is we'll do a research, because before you start doing bridge projects, okay, you have to understand about the different type of bridges that we're gonna be focused on. Once you've completed your research and you kind of got acquainted and you understand about the bridge that you are going to be randomly selecting, okay, you will be creating a actual bridge, okay? Now, here's the bad part. The great part is that you're going to be creating a bridge as your end project, but on the negative side is this one's already taken, okay? This is a truss bridge, this one's already taken, so this is something that I created a couple years ago, okay? That means you will not be assigned a truss bridge, okay? Alright, ladies and gents, so these are the different type of bridges that we'll be focused on for our science unit for the end of the semester. We have a beam bridge. Everyone, echo me, please. Beam.
Beam.
Truss.
Truss.
Cantilever.
Cantilever.
Retractable.
Retractable.
Arch.
Arch.
Suspension.
Suspension.
Cable stay.
Cable stay.
All right, so these are the different type of bridges that we will be focusing on. Okay, so let's go ahead, and then today you'll be randomly selecting a type of bridge. Okay, let's look at our content objective. Jaden, thank you for sitting properly for me, please. And please just listen while I read it to you one time. After that, you will echo after me, okay? So I can construct a research on a randomly selected bridge type stating facts on the following topics: description, construction, materials, purpose, uses, advantages, and disadvantages by working in small groups to research, record facts on a graphic organizer, and share the research with other scientists. So students, echo after me, please. I can construct
I can construct
a research
a research
on a randomly selected bridge type
on a randomly selected bridge type,
stating facts
stating facts
on the following topics:
on the following topics:
description,
description,
construction materials,
construction materials,
purpose or uses,
purpose or uses,
advantages,
advantages,
and disadvantages
and disadvantages
by working in small groups
by working in small groups
to research,
to research,
record facts
record facts
on a graphic organizer,
on a graphic organizer,
and share the research
and share the research
with other scientists.
with other scientists.
So that's exactly what we're going to do today. You'll randomly select a bridge type, and then you're going to be researching in your small groups, okay? And then you're going to share on those topics right there. Now, give me a fist 5 on construct. 5 means you know well, 3 means 1 means you don't really know. Okay, fist 5 on construct.
Wait, Mr. Is there 4?
Yeah.
Oh my god, but it's too
Okay, good. So I've got a lot of 4s, got a lot of 3s. So, does somebody want to share what construct means? Jaime, would you please stand and give me a complete sentence of what you think construct means?
Construct. I think construct means like to build something
on. If you agree with Jaime, thumbs up. You disagree, thumbs down. Yeah, so when you construct, we're gonna build. So we're gonna create. Okay? Class, on the count of three, what does construct mean? 1, 2, 3.
Create.
Thank you. Alright, so fifth 5 on construction. 1, 2, 3. I got some 5. I got a lot of 5. A lot of 5. I don't see Susan Seckles. Fifth 5. Or Evelyn. Okay, a lot of 5. Okay, he wants to share what the definition for construction. Angela, let me have you share. Angela.
I think construction means like to build something.
So it means to build something. Yes, it is building something. Can you provide a little bit more?
Like for example, when you're building a building,
Mhm.
it's like that, but you're like creating and building at the same time.
Thank you.
Different
So,
materials.
building with different materials. Thank you. So, she said you're building, which is correct. I just asked her to elaborate a little bit more, which means she said, hey, you're building, you need materials, you need things that you can build with, right? So, construction means building. What does construction mean, class? 1, 2, 3.
Building.
Building. All right. 55 on advantages and disadvantages. Both words. Wow, a lot of 4s, a lot of 5s, okay? Somebody want to volunteer for what they take disadvantage and advantage? I see a lot of hands on Nicole. Nicole, would you please stand and share, please, what you think advantage and disadvantage?
I think advantages means something good, and disadvantages is something that will not really help out.
Okay. Let's give a thumbs up and thumbs down Nicole's response. Advantage are things that are good. Disadvantage are things that won't help out. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Yeah, definitely. A to make sure I see your thumbs. Thank you. So advantages are things that are favorable, things that are good, things that are beneficial. Okay? And disadvantage are things that are not favorable. Okay? Alright, so students, we're gonna go ahead and move on. So today, when you're doing your bridge research, each group, each of you will be given a graphic organizer, which you will be taking notes on, okay? While I'm passing these out, once you get it, please look at it carefully. Read it through one time. And then once I'm done passing this out, I'll explain to you exactly what we're going to do. Question. For science time, yes.
We'll share.
I got an extra one.
You got an extra one? All right. Thank you. Okay. You can either follow along on mine or you can look at yours, okay? So,
You ready?
not yet. You don't need that. Look at our bridge research. Look at the directions. My helper, would you please read the directions for us? Please, hands down. Timothy, would you please read the directions? Stand deliver, please, Timothy. Everyone, make sure you point to directions for me, please. Give me thumbs up once your finger is on directions. Champ, are you in directions right now? I'm doing your directions right now. Give me thumbs up if you're on it. All right, follow along, please, while Timothy's reading that loud. Timothy.
Construct a research on your randomly selected or assigned bridge type. Research on the topics below in your group. Notes down 3 to 4 important facts in each topic category. In bulletin note form. Words, phrases, and complete sentences.
Thank you. So, ladies and gents, you will be completing this project or this research in your groups, okay? You also will be randomly selecting a bridge type. So, any, me, mine, mo. Who is it going to be today? Student twos, raise your hand, please. Alright, student 2, I need a nice line right here. You're gonna select you're gonna come around and select your bridge type and you're gonna go back to your seat. One only. Back line, Hayden. One only, Brianna.
Do we check it?
Don't check it. Hold on, but don't like check
Yes,
it.
sir. When can we check it?
When I tell you to do so.
Lonnie, take your hand. Whatever your favorite number is. No. Grab one.
Alright, who wants to do it?
Yeah, don't check it.
What was your favorite number?
Alright, back here in 5.
Stop.
Okay, so student 2, open up your little secret. Round to the grid. Show your group members. And everybody with this grid type, write it down. Got it? Alright, back here in 5. Okay, with this bridge type, write the name of your bridge type on there. Yeah, sorry, my fault. Here.
We got suspension. It's not.
Alright,
Oh yeah,
back to 5. Group number 4. Okay, I'm going to do a whip around case. Group number 2. Please tell us what bridge type you have. Okay, you don't need to stand up for this one, just make it fast. Okay? Suspension. Alright. Retractable. Retractable.
Suspension.
Suspension. Beam. Cable stay. Cantilever. Perfect. Alright, so, ladies and gents, listen carefully. When we're doing our research, I'm going to show you exactly what we're going to do. Remember, we are focused on these topics here. So let me go back here, okay? The topics we're focused on are descriptions. That means you're going to describe, okay, your bridge type. Construction materials. What is it made of? Purposes, uses. Why? Why is there a need for that suspension period? What is its job? What do people use it for? Why is it important? Okay? Advantages, the positive stuff, disadvantages, negative stuff. Okay? So that's what you'll be researching on. But when we're doing our research, not everything that you find is valid information. That means not everything that you find is true on the internet. Because some of you, every time you go on the internet and you read something, you think it's true. Not everything's true. So everyone track me on the one screen TV over here. All eyes over here. Can stand. Lonnie. Track me over here. Daniel. Thank you, Daniel. Okay. So these are the things that we need to consider when we're doing our research today. Okay? We're just going to focus on the 3 things which I feel are important right now. So the first one, everyone, echo after me, please. Accuracy.
Accuracy.
Compare information
Compare information
from other sources
from other sources
to verify
to verify
its accuracy.
its accuracy.
All right, so when we're comparing information from other sources, that means we need more than one source. That means we need to look at multiple sources, maybe 2 sources, 3 sources. We want to make sure it's accurate. Why is it important that we want to make sure it's accurate? Somebody explain to me why is it important that we want information that's accurate. Come on, stand a little, make it quick, fast.
So we can get the right information for us so we can write it down.
Yeah, we want to make sure we're getting right information. We don't want to give out misleading information, right? Okay, second one, echo after me, please. Authority.
Authority.
Now, when we're talking about authority, we're talking about, everyone echo after me, please. Author or publisher?
Author or publisher.
Are they experts?
Are they experts?
So we want to make sure that when you're looking for those information, we want to know that they're not little kids in 2nd grade, or they're not people who's just trying to give you misinformation. Okay, we want to make sure that they're actually experts, that they're experts in the field They're knowledgeable of the type of bridge that you're doing research on, especially on your topics, okay? And second, focus on me, please. Jaden, sit up. Thank you. All right, last word, echo for me, please. Relevancy.
Relevancy.
Focus on us. Put your pencil down. Let's try it again, because I got like 90% on my 100%. Relevancy.
Relevancy.
Okay, echo after me. Does information
Does information
address a question
address the question
or topic you are researching?
or topic you are researching?
So the topics, description, materials constructed, okay? Does it address those things? Is it relevant? If it's not relevant, if it's talking about, you know, a story about somebody crossing a bridge and they slept on the bridge and whatever, that has no relevance to what we're talking about. It needs to be tied in with the topics that we're focused on, okay? So make sure it's relevant. Are there any questions? Okay, so make sure when you're doing your research today in your groups that all these three criteria are met, okay? Now, let's scroll down. Let's look at your graphic organizer. On your graphic organizer, we already put the bridge type. Then you have description. And Timothy read right here. We wanted bulleted note form. Bulleted notes. That means, Lonnie, bulleted notes means I do not want you copying from the text I'm doing, Luna. Track me, please. Okay? I don't want you copying from the text. I don't want you copying from the resource. I don't want you copying online. You need to make sure it's in words or phrases, incomplete sentences. Okay? I'm going to show an example. Once I show you an example of what I'm looking for, okay, I'm going to have you guys engage in your research. Okay? Question?
So like basically like you get like the evidence, but you put in your own words.
Right, put in your own words. We don't want you to copy things. If you start sounding like, you know, you're from the National Geographic, I'll be able to tell you, yes, you guys are copying things. You guys are, this is not your own work. Yes. Okay? All right. So, let's look at your graphic organizer. Look at your graphic organizer in front of you, please. We already put the bridge type. Okay? Description. Put a couple bullets, 3 to 4 bullets. Okay? But don't do it now. Put it when you're taking notes. After that, you move on to construction materials. Then, purpose or use. Flip it to the back side. On the back side, there's history. So give me a little history. And you're like, what is history? Well, history is, when was it built? Who like
Built it.
invented that bridge? Who came up with the idea of that type of bridge? Okay, where was the first bridge built? So those are history stuff, okay? And then advantages, disadvantages. On the bottom, everyone look at the bottom. Give me a thumbs up if you're looking on the bottom right now. Okay, Daniel, look on the bottom right now. Where's my thumbs, Daniel? Thank you, Daniel. Okay, on the bottom it says works cited. You guys, I know in Ms. Gutierrez's class, you work on works cited. The reason why you need to put works cited on there is because we want to make sure your information is accurate, okay, relevant, okay, and not only that, that it has authority, okay. We want to make sure that your information is useful. So I also put on there how I want you to quote the work that you're using, the source that you're using, okay. It says we need the author, the title, the URL address, and the date. That's all I want, and I'll show you what all that stuff is right now. I'm gonna show you right now. Okay, so ladies and gents, flip back to the front page, and make sure you're under description right now. So, let me explain to you exactly what you need to do. When I went on the internet under Google, I typed in description of a truss bridge. Raise your hand if you know the type of your bridge. It's right there in your paper. It's right there on top. Okay, that's all you're going to type is description of whatever bridge that you have, right? So, everyone comes down, please track me over here. Lonnie, third time talking to you. Focus on me, Lonnie, come on. Okay, so, I have 80% of my eyes on you right now. Carmen, turn a little bit more so I know that you're like tracking me. I'm telling you, make sure I can see you. Okay, so when I went to Google, I did a search. All I did was I typed in description of truss bridges. Okay, this is a little snip that I took from Google, a little screenshot snip that I took from Google to kind of help you so that you understand how to write in bullet note forms. I know we don't do much of researching for things online and that in our classroom, but I mean you do a lot of that stuff in Ms. Materials class. I know she showed it her way, but I'm gonna show you my way, okay? So if you have her methods, okay, feel free to talk to me about it, and then we'll decide whether it's something I want you to use or not, okay? But for now, this is how you do a research. You go online, you type in whatever that you're looking for, which are focused on the 5 topics, right, Daniel? Thank you. On the 5 topics. You look at what information is relevant. If I'm trying to understand the description, okay, relevancy is one of the important things to consider. So, form and mechanics. Form and mechanics, that's what description is. Okay, so students, I want you to go ahead, look right here, please. While I'm reading, it says, the individual pieces of the truss bridge intersect at truss joints, or pattern joints. The connected pieces forming the top and bottom of the truss are referred to respectively as the top and bottom chords. The sloping and vertical pieces connecting the chords are collectively referred to as the web of the truss. I stopped there because none of this stuff here is kind of important to my descriptions right now, right? Okay, so that's not important right now. So, Antonio, focus on me. I put them in bullet forms. I highlighted things that were important. I felt individual pieces of a truss intersect. In math, when they intersect, what does it do? Crosses, right? When it crosses, intersects at joints or parallel points. Not only that, those connected pieces, they form the top and the bottom. Okay? So I wrote down individual pieces intersecting and connected at joints or parallel points. The connected pieces form the top and bottom. In my own words. Okay? Try to write as least as you can. Try to copy as least as you can from there. And if you know words that, instead of intersecting, I can say they cross. Okay? So you can use words that you know. Synonyms. Words that means the same. And then I'm like, you know what? That's not enough information. Okay? Remember? One of our other things to consider was accuracy. That means you need multiple sources, right? So I went to a different article. That one there, if you look at the works cited, Antonio, you had a question about this one here earlier, okay? So the works cited, Britannica is the author, okay? The title is Truss Bridge Engineering. And then I'm gonna put this in Google Classroom. I thought I did, but I haven't. I'm gonna put it in Google Classroom so that you can have an example. And then I put the URL address. This is the URL address. When you type on when you're on that article that you're using, for example, this article here, the URL address is that address on top.
Where you search?
Where you search, yeah. And then after you search, you click on it, on top, it's the URL address.
So you.
And I'll show you that like before we move on. Antonio, question?
So like this means like.
Yeah. Well, you don't cite it on here, but you cite it on your graph organizers where it says work site on the back.
We're supposed to write that down?
Yep. Because I need to check your information. Yes. Because you're a scientist, right? These other scientists want to check your information.
I'm
Make
not
sure
a
that.
scientist.
Yes, you are.
I'm not.
And then last but not least, we need the date, right, Daniel? We need the date. Okay? Alright, so I'm like, you know what? Hey, that's not enough information. I need a little bit more. So, I went to a different article. I went to a different source. This time, I went to a source by U.S. Bridge. The title is A History of Truss Bridge Design, the URL address, the date. And when I'm reading it, the most important thing that connected to me are the things that I highlighted. So, Lonnie, I need you. Okay. Listen, if I have to redirect you again, I'll put you focus in it. Please back me. These are things I got. Interconnected triangles that distribute the weight over a wider space. And I also got most effective over short and medium spans. So I said, you know what? I need more information. So I know that the top and the bottom, when they connect, when the top connects to the bottom, it forms a triangle. So when I'm looking at a picture, I can see these little triangles in there. So that's what I put down. Top and bottom connecting pieces are triangular shapes. Okay? And I also say, it also says that this type of bridge is most effective. That means it's a lot more beneficial. They're not going to use it on Evelyn. Like me. They're not going to use it across the San Francisco Bay. It's way too what? Big or long, right? It's for short or medium. So I put, hey, it's only for short or medium length. That means maybe across a little, river or something like that, right? So that's what comes to my mind. Now, once you have information, make sure you write it down, okay? Each of us is gonna do something a little different. Track me over here in front. Okay, I know each of you have a graphic organizer, okay? But you're not going to use the graphic organizer. You're not going to be writing things on it for now. What you're going to do is I'm going to give you a huge sheet of poster paper. And then you guys are going to create the graphic organizer on your paper. Okay? One person, it's going to be like BTC, Building Things Classroom. One person, but we're doing it at our seats. Okay? One person is going. Wait. Thank you. Okay. One of you is going to be recording, and I'll tell you who's going to record. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. You are recording. So there's one. One, if there's no one, there's two. Okay? 1, 2. You're recording. Okay? But you are still responsible to help them find the information. Okay? Listen, we're probably not going to finish today. We're going to get a head start, but this is this is like a week project. So we're not going to finish today. But I want you to research as much as you can using your graphic organizer. Okay? If you don't have enough space on the front for all your topics, you can use the back side. Okay? If you prefer using 2 sheets, let me know. I'll give you 2 sheets. Okay? But your job today is you guys are going to be, we already ran selected your bridge type. You're assigned the topic ready. You're doing your research in your small groups. Okay? Alright? Question, concern? Okay. Everybody. When you're doing your research, true or false, we want you to copy the whole entire sentence from the source. False. Okay? True or false? We want bullet points in your own words.
True.
True or false? Use one source only for your information.
False.
Okay? We need to use what?
Multiple.
Multiple. That means 2 or more. Okay? Alright. True or false? Every article online has true information.
False.
False. Right? We got to think about, the authority. Who's the author? Okay? Or the expert. Okay? Alright. When I excuse you to do so, you're going to grab your Chromebooks. Okay? You're going to come back to your seats. And you're going to start in your research. But let's think about some rules. Okay? When we're working on small groups, our voice should be focused in our
Own group.
own groups. Okay? Our voice should be in our own groups. Okay? That means I don't want to hear conversations with other groups. Okay? That means I want a group noise level, not a public noise level. Okay? Private. That means in your group. Okay? All right. Groups. These groups were very beneficial earlier. Group 5, grab your Chromebook. Group 6, grab your Chromebook. Timing? Let me worry about it. Late time.
That never happened, Chad. You're not paying attention.
Alright, group number 4, and group 3, and group 8. Here's the next group that we're getting. Okay, group 2 and group 7. Grab your phone, please.
Hi, Hi YouTube. YouTube.
Bro, it's not YouTube.
Hey,
Hi,
guys,
baby.
hi, mate. Leave that alone. Okay, student
Oh, it's a
number
tripod.
1, come and see me for your big.
It's a tripod.
Hey, can you take it to my desk? I'm gonna go get the post-it.
I don't know who's 26, but that's mine. That's yours? Oh, here. I'm gonna get it. Wait, which Chromebook is?
Oh my God, Brianna.
Yeah, one Chromebook.
Alright, student 3, go grab your pencil box.
Time to make the print.
Alright, students, track me 5. That's just long time. Let's try it again. It should be 5 seconds left. Track me 5. Okay. Raise your hand if you have a big construction paper. Raise your hand if you have your pencil box. And your pencil box has markers. If it doesn't, I'll come behind you. Take care. You guys? Okay. Raise your hand if you have your Chromebooks. Alright, raise your hand if you're ready for research. Alright, let's get on to it, please. We don't need our scissors, so make sure I don't see any scissors being cleaned around the building. Antonio, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, but what are we doing?
Alright, you guys want my black? What you guys do on Friday? You made suitable. Okay, who's our guy that made me back tonight? Might start making me back Okay, track me 5. Okay, so if you guys saw me walking around, I started reminding groups that they should start, the person who's recording needs to start making that graph organized, okay? While the other two, like starting that research so that we can move a little faster. You can use a pencil marker.
Yeah, let me use the marker.
But I would like a marker later on though. Our guy
Can I get a ruler?
Alright, so before I excuse you, I said that we're the research, right? We're focused on the topic.
Oh, yeah,
No rulers, alright.
what's the
But, and if you really like it,
Daniel.
we're not right. Okay, alright. Live in different. So what happens? And then how do you guys make a nice cracker? You're done. Make that big, nice big.
So we have to copy this down?
Exactly. Don't worry about the other stuff. This is going to be what happens. Nice big. Hey, everyone practice hard. Okay, I just want to clarify something, okay? So I was conversating with this group right here. They're like, this pop. I think I'm still missing one group. I feel like. So he's like, these guys are like, Mr. Chop, did we write the other stuff? No, just the boxes with your topics, because that's what you're going to be noting down in bullet points, okay? So don't write the other stuff.
Mr. Shaw, want me to put in my phone?
Okay. We can see it.
Oh, I found the exact worst.
Have we used any tool in any of our sign holders? No plan.
Yes.
No plan.
Reach.
You go down. Stop. And then stop. Is Wikipedia a, so does it actually answer questions? More than 3 things. What?
An expert.
Okay, is it accurate? Is Wikipedia accurate? Okay, are they experts? Okay. Is it relevant?
We need the other side.
If it passes our E3 criteria, go for it. And then, okay, how do you know what's happening? You guys can hear I mean, you gotta look at more than this, right? Okay? No complaint.
Yeah, but you did.
Yes. What are you working tonight?
I know, but it doesn't even work. You're right enough to change Did you check to make sure the information is on another source? Okay, right, make sure offensive exam. And I'm gonna have students start sharing what they found so far. Okay? So halfway classroom, please. And track me over here. Okay, do I have volunteers that want to volunteer first on what you found so far about your bridge lift? Again, these are only, this is the start only, not the ending, okay? So make sure all our eyes and ears are on Timothy, please. All right, Timothy, go for it.
What we found out about the Hamilton River is that disadvantages about it is that it's very complex to engineer and it's not meant for zones with harsh weather and earthquake zones.
Anything you want to add, Timothy?
Nah.
Okay. Someone else. Angela, third place. First of all, tell them what your bridge type is and what topic you're referring to.
graphic is like the description of it, and like basically it's a movable bridge where like the bridge deck can like it can move, and it can sometimes be rolled or it's like it could like slid back sometimes, and it could also sometimes be rolled to a side for traffic and stuff, and also for ships that might go.
Alright, let's get one more. Alright, mine.
Okay, so basically, our bridge type is a tractable bridge, and if it's like over water, it can sometimes go over the canal or a horizontal something. I don't know, I forgot. I think you can write it down on the way. And it can go up. It can go up, or even it can slide, so it could let the boats go under it.
Thank you. Alright, so hey, we're like stopping here for today, but we're gonna continue tomorrow. Okay, we gotta finish the rest of our research tomorrow. So let's go ahead and start cleaning up. Your little bridge shades, bring it up with the little ticket that you randomly selected that has a name. Go ahead and bring it up. Put it in the little and as soon as you guys are ready, I'll be cleaning up. Oh, big postboard paper. Bring it up here.